20-year-old police reservist Hugh Harold McCrone, who came from Stewartstown, had recently become engaged to be married. The constable, who was a full-time member of the RUC Reserve, was ambushed as he drove from Kinawley police station in Fermanagh on Wednesday night. Another young policeman travelling with him was seriously wounded in the attack. As the funeral cortege arrived this afternoon, Constable McCrone's colleagues in the RUC formed an honour guard outside the First Presbyterian Church in Cookstown. Among those attending the funeral was the Mid-Ulster MP William McRae. The reserve policeman's family made their way into the church. His coffin, draped with the Union flag, was carried inside by a police bearer party. The Presbyterian moderator, Dr. Godfrey Brown, told mourners Wednesday's murder was an unspeakable tragedy, and he criticised those who didn't support the security forces.
One of the things I've tried to say in my statement this afternoon is my very real sense of regret that there is not total community support for the forces of law and order. There can only be one source of authority in any society, and that is the lawfully constituted authority of the state, and that authority is upheld through its own appointed forces of law and order. And it seems to me that there is both a biblical duty and a moral duty on every citizen to give full support to those lawfully constituted authorities.
You were critical of politicians who don't uphold the authority of the police and the army. Did you have the SDLP, for instance, in mind there?
Yes, I regret that they cannot give wholehearted support to the police and the UDR. And it seems to me that this is something which they ought to rethink, because it undermines the whole business of citizenship and it undermines ultimately the authority of the state itself.